Good morning. Good morning? Good mo- Good. 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 So, this is gonna be a bit of a weird stream. The sole reason of, I'm actually gonna stay on topic for once. At least that's the plan. I want to stay on topic for once. Because I don't want this to be like a super long stream, I just want this to be kind of short one. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, damn it. Right, hold on. Give me a second. I just need to do something.
EddieBoy94 said, reject new content, embrace strike team.
So.
I'm holding back insecurity, taking you 2 steps forward, 1 step back from you. I'm afraid if I try to reach too soon that you might back away. How can I try to hide a feeling that's so wonderful? How do I tell you that you're the fire burning in my soul? 'Cause when you look in my eyes, I'm a rabbit in the headlights. And when you're touching my skin, I'm a river in the moonlight. It's got to be the right time, the right place, the right kind of moment. It's got to be the right kind of feeling and deeper emotion.
I just had to go get milk because we're out of water. See, we actually live in an African village, and we only get water from the well, but the wells run dry, so we're kind of fucked. Milk, however, that is in high demand, so sorry about that. Anyway, like I said, oh my god, I'm back now.
Jordan_SDS said, you'll have 2 liters of milk.
I have 2 liters of milk. So the plan is we need to finish the stream.
EddieBoy94 said, pilk. Jordan_SDS said, we also have lots of water. Just not sparkling, flavored
We need
water.
to finish the stream before
It's
I run
black,
out of
water
milk.
flavored water.
And also, we need to finish the stream without getting distracted. That's the goal, alright? The stream is gonna stay focused. I'm committed. I'm committed to my unwavering laser focus on getting this specific thing done again. So, I spent
EddieBoy94 said, whoa Emma, what's that over there?
I spent pretty much all of yesterday just digging through the game files because my original plan was to just see if there was a way to mod out the green like screen filler. And while that is possible, it's a bit beyond my personal ability. And then I just kind of started digging through the game files for the fun of it. So there's a lot of interesting things that I came across, and I felt like it would be a good idea to compile that all into one place. Except I can't bother making a video, so I'm doing a stream. That's the stream. So the problem is I posted a lot of this stuff across 2 Discord servers, so I have to go back through 2 Discord servers worth of messages to actually find all of this. So what's the actual... I should find the first actual interesting things first. I guess I should also open Fmodel, because Fmodel is gonna be useful for just, like, looking at some of this stuff if I want to. So...
Ensure if you made a video
Why-
about all the cut content, you'll get kicked out of the partner program.
Oh, probably, yeah. I'm not in the partner program, though. Wait, I'm not actually in the partner program. Why is this not opening properly? It's opening on the wrong monitor, but, like, at the wrong size. I'm not a partner, though. So they can't do shit. Right, so... Hello, this is Fmodel. This is how you look through all the game stuff. Before anything, first of all, I just want to quickly show that there is a universal voice chat plugin. It doesn't seem to support console, which is probably why they're having technical issues with it. But it supports Windows lacking minutes. Yes, that's correct. Lacking minutes. So, you know, that's something. Can I zoom this in? I can zoom this in. Okay, great. Grandma viewers can actually, like, read then. But yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stuff in these files that I'll have to go through, but
Can't wait for the return of no MIC, no game lobbies like 2013 Payday 2.
the stuff of Payday 3. The next time you can see a lookalike, yeah, will get his revenge. It's a stuff Payday 3 content you show leaking source code. I'm not leaking source code. This is okay. I kind of am actually. Except it's in the game. It's just in the game. You can just access this. Hold on. So okay. So the first thing that I came across was hints of an actual like proper story mode. Which where did I find this file? That is... I think that's just in the heist files, so... Is that in maps? No, that's in that. I'm gonna struggle to find everything, because it's been, like, a day, and, like, I went through so much shit yesterday. But I'll find it all, trust me. I gotta fucking damn well try to find it. Where was it? Where was the heist stuff? Was it in gameplay? Gameplay... Then I think...
Plenty of McDonald's restaurants are open late tonight.
Laser? Laser? Huh?
I'm
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna fucking find it. I should have probably written notes about all this, to be honest. Like before starting the stream, but you know, sometimes I just do things and don't think. Sometimes I do that.
What if you find the GTA for DLC trailer screen cap as a texture file in Payday 3 like
That
in
would be
Payday
so
Heist
funny.
files?
That would actually be so funny. Oh, challenge category manager. Oh, challenge manager. I didn't actually look at this before. Interesting. Anyway, it won't be in maps, will it? That's the menu stuff. Look, I've already lost what I was looking for, and I'm not even like 2 seconds in. Data assets? Heists. This might be it. This is it, yeah, okay, this is what I was looking at the first time. So, so in here we have the actual, like, heist data, right? So you can see where they have the estimated payouts. Hour 21? Oh, because it tells you when you start the heist, like, what hour it's at, doesn't it? But then the interesting thing here is that it has these, story mode video files assigned, which are just using the cutscenes. Like, the cutscenes between each heist for some reason. But the thing about this is that, this is the first obvious thing saying that, you know, there's there was a story mode that was planned and then just nuked from the game. It seems like it was supposed to be related to CrimeNet, and as we know, CrimeNet was removed quite early on. So... or at least they stopped working on CrimeNet pretty early. So just to go off that, there's some other stuff as well that's related. If I go to UI, I think it's... is it menus? No... loading screen. That won't be it, but... that's definitely not it. UI... fuck, what was it? I can't believe I've already forgotten all this. Was it assets? No. Coin. It's in coin. Gold price. Oh, it's the price of C-Stacks, apparently. That's all here. Payday credits. Anyway. But payday credit Xbox. Why is that different? You know what? Whatever.
They probably stopped working on CrimeNet when they got buddy-buddy with Deep Silver and they forced them to make the game rely on matchmaking.
That's true, actually, because there are things related to what you call it as well. There are things related to an actual server browser, but we'll get into that later. Where? Hold on. I need to look. I need to find the. There was a particular directory that I know exists, but I just need to look for it again. It is not here. It must be in the other server. There's two, like I said, this is everything that I'm looking for is split between two servers, so this might take me a minute, but so just forgive me for how scuffed the stream is going to be. I should have definitely made notes. I really should have. So it should be PD3 content, UI, so I'm in the right place, textures, that's it. And then face icons, there we go, right, so it's in here. Any leftover things regarding some microtransactions? There are a few things related to microtransactions that I assume are related to microtransactions, but again, we'll get to that. So something that's worth noting is, for some reason... Actually, I guess this was one of the first things I found as well, so I'll go with this real quick, but the actual order that the heists were developed in seemed to be laid out in the actual game files, because, as you can see here, this heist is called First Playable. This is actually Golden Shark. Golden Shark is listed in the files as First Playable, and apparently, from what I've been told, fuck, what's his name? The composer. Shit, I've forgotten his name. Gustavo? Gustavo was asked to make the heist song for Golden Shark during City of Gold back in 2021. So, Golden Shark was definitely, like, without a doubt, the first heist they made, right? And going off that, the actual... I don't know if it's in this file, it's not. There are certain...
He said that on a Red Archer interview.
There you go. But yeah, there are certain, like, lines of text in the game. Actually, some of them were those cutscene files that I was talking about earlier, where they have they're listed as a level and then a number. And Golden Shark is level 0. Actually, I can get the full list up. But basically, Golden Shark is level 0. I think Dirty Ice is level 0, 1, and 0, 2. So Dirty Ice is both level 1 and 2. So Dirty Ice was presumably the next heist they made. As to why it's level 1 and 2, I couldn't tell you. My only assumption is that it was 2 heists, but they kind of, like, merged it into one. But that's entirely conjecture. I have no fucking clue I have no proof of anything. So, it's actually really weird with Dirty Ice, because all of Shade's voice lines that are used in Dirty Ice are level 1. But the Butcher's, like, pre-heist voice lines and the Manager's voice lines are listed as level 2. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'll just quickly throw that onto there. So, yeah, Golden Shark is level 0, Dirty Ice is level 1 and level 2, Rock the Cradle is level 3, Under the Surfheads is level 4. So far this makes sense, right? Because as we know, Golden Shark was the first one they made. The concept art that they released really early on, the concept art was for Golden Shark and Dirty Ice and Under the Surface. I don't know if they ever released concept art for Rock the Cradle. But So these four here definitely make sense. Road Rage, I could see that being the fifth one they worked on. No Rest for the Wicked is kind of a surprise. Because...
It's so strange that NRFTW was one of the later heists finished since its
Yeah,
objectives don't transfer at all from start
it's
to end.
really strange if No Rest was one of the later ones they actually worked on, but it makes sense if it was, because like these were definitely like some of the first three that they worked on. But sorry for light mode. But yeah, like it would actually make sense if No Rest was a later one because of like I said, the order that we know they definitely kind of like came up with the heist in. But it's just a massive surprise because like it's the entire heist that all the marketing was built around. And not only is it the heist that all the marketing was built around, but like you said, the objectives don't transfer. So it feels like it must have been a really early heist I worked on, but it just wasn't. Touch Sky being the next one, that makes sense, I guess. 99 is being the last one also I think makes sense because 99 feels kind of like if you actually look at 99 in terms of the like how it fits into the game's overall story, it doesn't make sense.
Starbreeze always recording marketing stuff like right before they released shit, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but like 99, I'm honestly, like this is entirely a crazy conspiracy theory, I'm convinced that 99 wasn't supposed to be in the game. And someone either at Starbreeze or Deep Silver or something decided, hey, what if we got in touch with Ice-T and did an Ice-T heist? And then they just kind of like dumped this on the devs last minute and they were like, hey, make a new heist. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I honestly wouldn't. Because 99 doesn't make any sense in terms of the game. That and it was super buggy when the game came out as well. And in terms of like heist design, it is so uninspired. It's literally just a warehouse and cargo containers. Like, you could slap that together real quick if you were trying. And I would entirely believe 99 was the last thing they worked on.
My headcanon on why 99 boxes was the last one they finished was because they had to find a way to incorporate Ice-T.
That would make
since it
sense
used
as
to be
well.
a Blaine Keegan heist.
That would make sense as well, because I forgot that it was supposed to be a Keegan heist, yeah. If it was supposed to be a Keegan heist, then it's entirely possible they just redesigned it at some point and like... I don't know, but yeah, it definitely feels like it was one of the last heists they worked on and they just kind of like didn't have time to like finish it, because it doesn't make any sense from any perspective. It's like, what the fuck is even the story in it, right? Like, you steal the server from Golden Shark, the server's encrypted, so you go and steal quantum computing parts to decrypt the server? But like, the quantum computing
But even
parts,
as a
right?
Blaine Keegan heist, it still doesn't connect to the
Yeah.
rest of the Payday 3 story Elmfire.
They're not quantum computers you're stealing, they're quantum computer parts. And also, they need to be cooled, which implies that we have like nitrogen cooling in the safe house somewhere. Like, none of 99 boxes makes absolutely no fucking sense from a story perspective. And then, like, and even in the cutscene after that, like, you get the servers to you get the quantum computing parts to decrypt the Golden Shark server. You don't even decrypt it, you just find out that you need an encryption key. That's all the quantum computer parts do, and then you go on to Touch the Sky, where you get the encryption key to decrypt the server anyway. So the quantum computer parts do absolutely nothing in terms of the story. It literally makes no sense. Like, 99 boxes doesn't really fit in the game anywhere. But yeah. Also, yeah, the OG Joy suit is called Joy Cosplay. Which is pretty funny. But yeah, so that's that.
Joy drank the computing parts to gain the ability to find out that they still needed an encryption key.
I could believe that. Oh yeah, there's also a subtitle. So a lot of the stuff that I was looking at, actually, while I'm in this folder, I just want to quickly go over the portraits because this is really weird. So you can see, like, we have this kind of like this set of portraits which is like boxed, and then we have another set of portraits which is just transparent. But then it gets weirder because the actual heist selection images, I believe it's this one, just have it all overlaid anywhere. So why do they have two different sets of, like, portraits. I don't know. It's really weird. But yeah. There's also some other interesting stuff in here as well. Like, for example, this one? Not quite this one, but this one does have the concept art, like, golden shark here for some reason. There's another one. This fucking thing. Okay. Let's just quickly talk about this fucking thing, because this is wild. This is tiny, but like, I'll zoom in on it because I thingied it. I enlarged it. If I can just find it real quick, that would be nice. Right, so portraits look AI generated. So, right. The middle one is obviously No Rest for the Wicked, right? Like, this middle one is very obviously No Rest, because, like, the shape of the building outside is clearly the entrance. Like, that's where the doorway is, those are the windows. The roof looks kind of like the No Rest roof, like, there's the building that you come out of. That'll be the window there. There's no window there, it looks like, but there is a window there. So, that's clearly No Rest. The one on the right is a bit harder to tell, but I'm pretty sure that's Golden Shark. Because it matches up with the, like, outside of the building in Golden Shark. There was another image that I can find, which is this one. So there you go. We've got the, like, pillars, the windows over the doorway. It's the same kind of design. The one on the left, I have no fucking clue. I have absolutely no fucking clue what this one is. Because it doesn't really look like anything.
Eddieboy94 said, First World Bank.
Yeah, that's what someone else said. It's Golden Shark with no stairs, but the windows don't match up though. Like, there's 3 sets of windows, not 2. It's taller than it should be. Who the fuck knows? It could be Golden Shark. Yeah, my first thought was that it actually could be Golden Shark, but it does also look a bit like First World Bank. But also, why would they do First World Bank?
Maybe that's what FWB will look like when they bring it back as a legacy heist.
If they actually bring back First World Bank, like, this soon after the game comes out, I will be fucking surprised, I'll be honest. But yeah. Really, really interesting, these images here.
I mean, I was surprised when they brought back Cook-Off so soon.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that as well. I think there's also some other stuff as well. Yeah, no, there is something else. Hold on. Is it this one? Yes, this one. For some reason, there's just concept art of road rage in the game files. They're just blockouts. Yeah, they are just blockouts, but I find it weird that they just left that in the game. Oh, that's Dallas! I just realised that that's the Dallas mask! Why is he wearing a black suit? It's not Dallas. What? But that is the Dallas mask. Okay, that's fucking weird. Yeah, it looks like the Ziv to me, but I don't know. The layout's all wrong. Yeah, the layout is nothing like actual road rage. Like, this part kind of looks vaguely like where the truck stops, but it's too big to Ziv. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. But yeah, this part kind of vaguely makes me think of where the truck, like, stopped moving, because, like, that's the container. That's the, like, hut next to the container.
It's just concept art.
Yeah, but the thing is, have you actually looked at concept? Because, like,
the gun probably isn't any gun anyway.
the thing is, right, like, it depends entirely on the game, because, like, a lot of games where you look at the concept art is literally one-to-one with how it actually looks in-game. With some games, the concept art looks kind of similar, but they've clearly changed stuff. And this looks nothing fucking like the concept art. This is completely different. Same with Golden Shark as well. Like, the actual Golden Shark concept art that they released, the actual Golden Shark concept art is nuts. It's so different. Like, it's a completely different design, pretty much. Like, this is the Golden Shark concept art. This looks nothing like the actual heist.
EddieBoy94 said, in kind of fucking with this concept art, it looks more...
It looks a lot more like, what you call it, Big Bang. It was just an early layout, that makes sense, yeah. I would entirely believe that it's an early layout. It's just that, yeah, it's just they look so different. Especially these signs as well, like, there are no bridge closed signs on the actual, like, heist like this. I think there are, like, sort of, like, road signs, like, on the side of the bridge, but there are no, like, big, like, LED signs like this.
McSpicy and Frank's Red Hot, the hottest drop of the year.
It was kind of, like, scaled back a bit.
Subject to availability. Frank's Red Hot bottle not available at McDonald's.
They never a concept for original what if heist were original construction. That makes sense, yeah. But yeah, like it really depends on the game though, because like I said, like a lot of looks like the third person model for the Mark 10. But yeah, like a lot of like it's 100% of the game, because like in some games concept art looks
your robot overload you have created has arrived.
Like, in some games the concept art will look pretty much identical to the actual, like, how stuff looks in-game, and in other games it'll be kind of different. And then PD3 is just its own beast, where they just kind of made the concept art and then was like, cool, now we're gonna do our own thing. It's kind of wild, but yeah. HUD icons. This is something as well. For some reason, with the actual buff icons, it's Flow Grit Rush. Flow Grit Rush. Flow Grit Rush, not Rut. That is... wow. No, it's not Rut. That would be an interesting buff name.
EddieBoy94 said, I swear some of this concept art was probably made before Payday 3 went through
Probably,
an
yeah.
overhaul into what Payday 3 is today.
But yeah, so we just quickly go back to Discord and just have a look through the files again and just see if there's anything that I need to actually look at before I get off this section. Is this pre-planning? Is pre-planning here? No. Okay, I'll have to look at pre-planning some a bit later then. Because I know there is something with pre-planning that I need to look at. Is it inventory icons? Pre-planning assets, that might be it. This is not it, I don't think. But this is the wrong prefix. There is something to do with pre-planning that I need to show, but this is this file, yeah, I forgot about this one. This is like quite clearly early HUD icons. But yeah, we could have had the assault indicator from Payday the Heist back, I guess. Where is the... I don't think it's in this section. No, it's not. Okay, cool. I'll have to find the pre-planning stuff again, because the pre-planning stuff was kind of wild, I'll be honest. Is it menu icons? Might be menu icons, actually. Oh yeah, so this is the thing as well.
Or maybe
for
the assault icon would have been that huge white circle.
The huge white circle for the like currency stuff. So we have the C-stack image here, and there's also the Payday credits image, which is blank. But yeah. Oh yeah, here's the stuff that I was talking about, by the way. I assume this would have been used for the server browser if they'd actually made the server browser. So like private and like public games. There's also some other stuff, which is a bit more obvious. Is it this one? Yeah, this is quite obviously for a server browser, right? Like, there's no way this isn't for a server browser. Like, a fucking globe icon. See, sex and pedo credits would still be separate things. Yeah, they would, yeah. But yeah, there's also this, like, server location thing, arrow right, arrow left. Very, very clearly... Oh, that's the pedo book icon as well, I guess. Pedo grid icon. It's just a P. That globe icon could be used. I wish that globe icon could be used. P-books. I sure love my P-books. But yeah, there's also like a lot of other stuff as well. Security modifiers. This one's interesting because there are 4 icons, but only 3 of these are actually used in game. And if you stop and think about it for a second, one of these doesn't make any sense. Because the one on the left is lead guard, the next one is Titan cameras, this one is unused, and the last one is Cerberus core. But why is Cerberus core a lock? Wouldn't Cerberus core make more sense to be the eye? So I think they fucked up the icons. But my only assumption is that they fucked up the icons, because why is Cerberus core a lock? That doesn't make any sense. So these are the CrimeNet stuff. Lobby icon. So this, I guess, would have showed up on CrimeNet if somebody was hosting a lobby. So I guess CrimeNet would have actually been the server browser, probably. Or at least that's an assumption you can make from that. There's something else in here as well that is super fascinating. This one. So...
Maybe to convey that the heist has higher security, I guess.
Maybe, I guess, but... there's one string that we'll have a look at later as well, but there's one string in the game files that is kind of curious. Ignore the other ones below here. We'll get to these ones later, but not inbox. I don't want to look at the inbox. I want to do this. So it seems like there was supposed to be a replay tab. And I assume that this would have been for the replays. But the thing is, I have no idea if the replays were something that players were supposed to have access to, or if it was just a developer thing for just testing the game. Either way, really interesting that we could have had replays. Kind of strange. Maybe for reporting players, maybe? But yeah, as you can see here, I'll just quickly go through these. There is also the story mode thing, for like, what I was talking about earlier. Also, weapon wear and tear. This is just one of the 2 strings related to it. There's another one that just straight up says weapon wear and tear. And I think there's also another file, like, related to... There's a couple files related to, like, weapon wear. So presumably we could have changed how worn the paint was at some point as well, like in PD2, but they just kind of scrapped that. Also, watches. Watches were also seemingly planned at some point. Which would have been kind of cool, but that was also, unfortunately, not to be. Complete PD3. Maybe it's tires and Tia. Oh, it's Tia. Where and Tia. Yeah, maybe that would make sense, actually. Yeah, because we're crying because we don't have any of these features. But yeah, so there are some other interesting things that I'll have a look at. Some more interesting things, but I'm just quickly have a look through this again. I think I might just be at the point now where I need to start looking through the subtitles and like all the game text, because I don't know if there's much else left. In terms of the other stuff. So that's all text related.
Commission mass murder with the Rolex
text related. That's text related. That's all text related. Oh no, wait, no, there's definitely some other stuff. I just remember there's definitely a lot of other stuff that I need to look at before I look at the text. Although unrelated to that, here's Cursed Shrek. I forget why I posted this, but the Cursed Shrek. Okay, right, yeah, so I need to look into in the other server now, because like I said, I was posting all this stuff across 2 different servers at the same time for some reason. I I couldn't find the stuff for this, so I'll just put the image on screen. So these would have been assets that you could have bought as well. So we would have had an asset to increase your ammo pickup, which is kind of insane to think about. Hostage decrease, I have no clue what that means. Negotiation time increase, which is an interesting one as well. Pager increase, and zipline. However, there's something interesting about these, which is that they actually have their own icons. And these are the icons that they would have used. So this is obviously more pages. One of these is, I would assume this one is, it says hostage decrease, but I assume that means hostage increase, because it wouldn't make sense. Are we using less hostage? Oh, that would be a smart idea, actually. Yeah, so it'd be like the skill then. So the skill to trade 2 hostages instead of 1 would have been an asset, maybe. But yeah, ammo pickup, that's the asset there. Negotiation time, and then the zipline. This isn't the actual zipline icon, though, I don't think, is it? I'm pretty sure the actual zipline, like, bag asset uses a different icon. So yeah. Very strange. There is a file related to the story mode that I was talking about. This is the story mode file. So clearly,
Not as charming as the current zipline icon.
So clearly, this kind of backs up again the theory that Golden Shark was the first heist they made, and then Dirty Ice was the second heist they made. And it also seems to suggest that the tutorial was something they made early on as well, because why the fuck would the tutorial icon be here in the like story mode stuff otherwise? Which is kind of interesting. I don't need to open that. Where is the next one? That's the one I already showed there. This is apparently challenge categories.
Or the tutorial map would have served as the safe house.
These are just Payday 2 icons. I'm not entirely sure what these would have been used for. It's called challenge category, so I guess an early version of the challenge system used these, but yeah.
Electric Center, my beloved.
The actual, like, heister mask icons. So this isn't something you can normally see in-game because you can actually get the default masks. And the default mask option just says default, it doesn't actually display any icons, so unless you mod the game, you can't actually see these. Yep. An unused mask.
You can get a Dallas mask.
You can get a Dallas mask. You can get a Dallas mask. So there's also an unused mask called Slapstick. This would have been Slapstick. It looks absolutely fucking cursed, I know. Everybody's reaction when they've seen this has been the same, which is, what the fuck is that? It looks AI generated. My response when I first saw this was, what the fuck am I looking at? This is not in the game. It's pretty cursed. I don't like this mask. I can live without this mask, I'll be honest. This mask could just not be added, and I think everybody would be happy.
Payday 3, Mr. Smooth.
So also the deployable icons has first aid kits in them, which is interesting. Looks better than some of the shiny masks they have. You'd use that. I mean, fair enough. But yeah, so first aid kits are in the actual, like, deployable icons, which is interesting. So presumably they were supposed to be a thing at some point, but they weren't. Pin. So pin is an interesting one. I couldn't tell you how many of these are unused from just looking at this, but there are 2 of them that are very obviously unused, which are this one with this, like, star pattern on it, and this one with this kind of hexagon pattern on it. If I very quickly pull this up here, you can see them a bit more zoomed in. But the interesting thing about this is that the hex one is actually has, like, a texture assigned of it. So this is the pattern that the hex one would have applied, and this is called, I think, digital camo. Yeah, this is digital camo. Is what it's called.
And first aid kits would have worked like they did in Payday 2, and you could bring first aid kits as deployables because of it.
So just to be clear, the white background on this, I actually added the white background because it was transparent and it would have been really hard to see on dark mode. But yeah, so weirdly enough, there are apparently patterned colours that they were planning on adding to the game, but they just never really did it. The star one has a texture, but it's just completely transparent, there's nothing in it. So the digital camo one is the only one that actually has a pattern. Which is really interesting. I don't know why that's there and why these aren't used, but who the fuck knows? Okay, this one's cursed. This one's cursed, and this is where I think we're getting into actual payday buckaroo things, right? Because the first ones here are obviously all of the normal weapon presets, right? And then we get down to the bottom here with this revolver, and it kind of starts getting cursed. Because this revolver isn't a thing. This Moscone isn't a thing. Maybe it's not using the albedo texture as a mid-texture. Maybe. Oh, actually, I can have a look at that, I guess. Because I think I remember where that one is. I think that one is under characters. But
The
masks?
mask only looks like one of the completely
No.
ethical skins.
Patterns. No? Wait, pattern fabric tie. Huh? Oh wait, this is for... Okay, we'll get into this later because I've just accidentally found something related to something else. We'll come back to this in a minute. I didn't even know that existed. I just found that by accident. Okay, so... Hold on. Where is... It must be under masks, I think, but I don't remember. Yeah, patterns and then SPCT. So here it is. So here's the digital camera one, as you can see. And then the stars one is here, but it has no texture. So yeah, I guess it could be using a different like texture for it, but yeah, I don't know. Some of those mangled SMGs look good. I mean, here's the thing, right? Well, look at this bottom one here. Look at the fucking PC9. Why is it so long? This Compact 7 is fucking cursed. Again, another Ziv, yeah. I hate this thing. Why is the foregrip like that? It looks so weird. But yeah, the interesting thing about these ones is that the normal weapon presets, I believe they are prefix or they're assigned to numbers like what is it? I want to say it's B11, yeah, like B1 through like 13 or something like that. Oh wait, yeah, hold on. Wait, what's this one? Wait, this one isn't used either, I don't think. Wait, no, quite a few of these aren't used actually. Hold on. I didn't actually notice this one before. The fuck is this? Anyway,
Wait, is that the AK or the Northwest?
I think that's the Northwest. It looks like the Northwest. The magazine looks different. That's an AK? Is it? Because the magazine looks too big to me, but maybe I'm wrong. It's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, point is, the presets that you can normally buy are labelled as B and then a number, while these presets, the ones that you can't get in-game right now, are listed as P and then a number instead. So I'm thinking that the P ones are probably... It probably means premium, and it's probably for payday book ones, but obviously we have no clue. That's entirely just a guess on my part. So when they introduce microtransactions, we might finally get long PC9, but I don't know. And whatever the fuck this MP7 is, I hate this foregrip so much, it's so cursed.
I would unironically pay money for the AK, Moscone, Castigo, and that Spec Ops preset.
Yeah. The thing is, I would get the PC9, because the PC9 is just fucking funny. I love how long it is, it's so cursed. The Northwest has no credit variant, that's probably Northwest. Yeah, because the only thing I'm going off is the magazine, right? Because the magazine looks too bulky to me to be an AK mag. Also, the way it's like angled, I think that must be B9, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so we have those cursed weapons.
I
And
hope
then
the P-Buck
interestingly
presets have
enough,
unique stats that you can't get with the base guns.
so I was looking for the name of the long PC9 because I was curious about it. The PC9 has to be this one, which is Veteran Ranger, because this is the only PC9 preset that exists, as far as I can tell. But the description of it doesn't really make a lot of sense, because it just says, not too many bells and whistles, but the AR platform is a marvel of versatility. This setup gives you a true working horse, and there are very few situations this horse can't handle, which doesn't really seem to fit with it all that well. Until you realise that this is very similar to the default description of the PC9. I don't know, it might... Is it a Fallout Vegas reference? It might be, I don't know, but I have a theory that this is actually an early version of the PC9 description instead. I don't know, it could be either. I don't know, I'm just making shit up. Don't take anything I'm saying seriously, I might be entirely wrong. But yeah. So some other interesting things, that's... What is that? That is more tech stuff, so I can go for the layer. That's more tech stuff, so I can go for the layer. I know there's at least one
Probably,
one
the
or two
base
more
PC9
things.
desk advertises it as a mix between an SMG and an R.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. So that's why I think that might be an early version of the description. But obviously no idea. The weapon stats are kind of weird, but I'll talk about that a bit later as well. Okay, yeah, so here's the next thing, and this one is kind of fascinating as well. If I can remember where to find it. That's the problem, I need to remember where to find this. But it's not gonna be in menu tutorial. Don't need that, cool. Oh, look, I'm gonna need to remember where to find this now. Is the annoying part. Because I was not paying attention. It won't be in HUD, won't be in menus. Widgets? No, fuck, where is it? Gameplay? Vendor, there it is. Yeah, this is it, okay. So, the vendor stuff is kind of interesting because in the gold exchange, so internally, C-stacks are called gold, just to be clear. So when it says gold, it means C-stacks. But in the C-stack vendor, it does say it does have a section for payday credits as well.
Just like Crime War.
I wonder if that was intentional then, actually. But yeah, so the payday credits are already listed under the actual like currency vendor. The weapon vendor is fairly straightforward, like basically what you'd expect. So there are a few interesting things in here, such as a category for bundles, which doesn't exist, a category for premium presets, which obviously doesn't exist and I assume will be microtransactions. Weapons are used, because that is just the normal like weapon list. Preset weapons are obviously preset weapons, weapon charms, weapon patterns, weapon materials? Okay, that one's not used, I don't think, but weapon sticker, obviously that's used. Spray paint cans. I think the only place you can buy paint is normally in the mask vendor, right? And then at the bottom, pre-planning assets. Yeah, so the thing is, premium preset... The thing that's confusing me here, though, is that there's a section for... Oh no, wait, DLC 1 category, never mind, it's there. Okay, I was wondering where the DLC weapons were in this. So DLC weapons are above bundles and the microtransaction ones, it seems like. Okay, that explains it, because I missed this before when I was looking at it. But yeah, so the weapon, like, category, or the weapon vendor makes sense. It has... I guess, weapon materials which aren't used, but other than that, everything else makes sense, especially if they're planning on adding microtransactions. Which one do I want to do next? I think character vendor. So this one is a bit more curious. Because again, we have bundles, premium masks, which obviously aren't used, mask mold, which is the like default customizable masks, mask pre-config, so these are the like preset masks, except the preset no, they're the pre-configurated masks, which aren't the same as preset masks, because the Halloween mask was a preset mask. So both of these are used, but they have different names for some reason. Mask pattern, obviously used. Mask VFX. So maybe we're getting like TF2 unusual effects? I don't know. I don't know why this is here. I don't know what this could possibly mean. Like, the only thing I can think of are the, like, completely overkill mask effects. Like the mega preset, like, or the mega mask effects from Payday 2. Like, those might be a thing that you can just add to masks. But who the fuck knows? More joy-like masks, maybe? I have no clue. Like, this could really mean anything. Like, it's kind of weird. But yeah, and then the next one. This is the one that I find most interesting, and it goes back to that file to those, like, couple files I accidentally found earlier related to suits. In the Tailor vendor, we have bundles and premium suits, as expected. Suit base, suit material, suit pattern, and more spray paint cans. I don't know why spray paint cans are listed under every category, but...
I hope those mask particle effects melt through GPUs like the Chains cop mask used to LOL.
So, it seems like we were supposed to be able to customize suits, but they just weren't able to implement it in time, I guess? Which makes sense with the, that file that I accidentally found, right? This one, like these ones. Because these seem to be like tie patterns. What's under details? A lot of stuff, it seems like. These just seem like
Reject
regular
customizable
clothing
suits,
textures, but...
embrace for suit models with 9 different palette swaps.
Right, suit models with 9 different palette swaps. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's also possible that these aren't actually intended for customization, and these are instead just used by different characters. But the fact that they have Tartan 03 implies that there's a Tartan 01 and Tartan 02, so maybe there were supposed to be, like, options and stuff. Maybe they just made different textures and just picked this one for some reason. I don't know. There's definitely something going on here with suits, though. Like, there was definitely supposed to be more to do with suits than what we actually ended up getting. And I think that about covers all of the actual stuff like that. So, before I go on to the unused text, real quick, because there's a lot of text in the game and a lot of it's really fascinating, there's one thing I want to quickly have a look at, which I believe is under... is it no, it's somewhere. I'll find it again. Just give me a second. Gameplay weapons, I think. Yeah, gameplay weapons. So first of all, aim assist, right? We know aim assist is kind of dog shit because the console players complain about it all the time. It's also funny to think that aim assist exists for mouse, but it's just disabled in the weirdest way, where the max duration is set to 0 and the minimum distance is set to, what is that, 1,000,000 or 100,000? 1,000,000. So technically you could enable aim assist on mouse and keyboard. Also, interestingly enough, I believe these two, yeah, so if you're firing, so if you aren't aiming down sight, aim assist is the same, but if you aim down sight, you actually get different aim assist settings depending on if you're shooting or not, which is kind of interesting as well. But yeah. So, weapons. Let's quickly just talk about weapons, because obviously weapons are a massive problem with this game, because we don't know the weapon stats outside of like what people have data mined. Oh, my nose is being kind of stuffy, hold on. Oh. But yeah, so we don't really know much about the weapons outside of what people have data mined. But the thing is, a lot of what people have data mined is just the weapon damage and weapon like, distances, right? So I was curious to have a look at the actual stats and to see, like, kind of how they actually compare. So I'll just do the CAR4, I guess, because that's an easy way to start. So, first of all, there are a lot of vials. It seems like each weapon triggers a, like, has a different, like, chance of triggering, like, hurt animations on cops, depending on where you shoot them and stuff like that. Also, each weapon has a different depth of field setting, it seems like. Obviously, here are the damage stats, which are very nicely and cleanly just laid out in plain text, which is very convenient. Armor penetration's there. The amount of ammo you start with and stuff like that. Rounds per minute is there. So all of the weapon stats that we could actually know about, all the stats that we actually, like, maybe would actually want to know are clearly listed in this one file, which is really convenient. However, there is some other stuff which is kind of interesting as well for other reasons. So, recoil data, clearly this is a spray pattern, right? This is very clearly a spray pattern. Why else would they be assigning, like, actual X and Y coordinates for shots? That makes no sense. So, recoil is the spray pattern, seemingly. But there's other stuff in the recoil which kind of makes it a bit confusing and really hard to figure out just by looking at this file alone. Because it doesn't take into account gun kick, which is different from vertical kick, view kick. View kick and gun kick are different things. They all factor into... Where's view kick? I know view kick is in here somewhere. But basically, there's the actual spray pattern. There we go, view kick. View kick and gun kick, which all factor into recoil. And I do not fucking know how or how that works. So I'm not going to try and make assumptions. What I can tell you is that recoil is a spray pattern. View kick and gun kick are different things. I don't know what they do. Someone else can try and figure it out. I don't know. That's I'm not wasting my time on it. And spread data is also interesting because, from what I can tell, this just seems to imply that spread is just a just a random deviation to every shot, which makes sense because, yeah, I was going to say something else and then I forgot. So, the thing is though. This confirms that you have different multipliers to your spread stats, depending on if you are standing and moving, crouching and moving, aiming, or aiming and moving. And it's worth noting that these presumably do not stack, because they're all, like, defined separately with, like, independent values. So, for the most part, if you're aiming down sight, you will have the best spread, regardless of if you're standing or not. But if you're not aiming down sight, then crouching will improve it over standing. And it's by quite, like, a large margin, too, actually. Because, you can see here, like, this is the CAR4, obviously. The CAR4 starts with 4 spread. If you crouch, it goes to 0.33. So, yeah, crouching is pretty substantial for, like, hitting shots, I guess. But if you aim down sight, it is exactly the same as just crouching, in this case anyway. The difference is the initial spread. That's the main difference, because... Actually, I don't know, because the thing is, it's really hard to tell what these stats are actually doing. But what I can say for certain is aiming down sight is better than crouching, crouching is better than standing. And if you're not moving, it's better than all of them, basically. But yeah, there are some weird, there's like some weird shit going on with this though, because like if I look at the pistols, like the Strike, for example, the Strike has a fire spread decay rate of 0, but they're assigning a 1.5 multiplier to it in every single stance. And I don't know why. Oh, actually no, target move isn't here. Okay, so that means target move is not being multiplied. I don't know what this means. I honestly don't. But they're multiplying 0 by 1.5. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not getting, but I don't know. There's some other stuff as well. Like, for example, the Red Fox has a very low, like, starting spread. And if you crouch it gets pretty good. And even if you're not crouching, like, keep in mind, this is a multiplier, right? So even if you're just standing and not moving, it's only going to be like 0.4, I assume, is how that would work. So there's very little spread with the Red Fox, which is actually something that I've noticed when playing the game as well. Like, you can hipfire the Red Fox, and 9 times out of 10 you'll just hit stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. And if we compare that rather to the R900, fire spread start 3, stand 1.5. Oof. That's a hard fucking spread value, which also explains why it feels like shit to hit fire. So yeah, the Red Fox is vastly superior to the R900 for hipfire for some reason. Also, another funny thing is if we look at the Ziv, I think after looking at this, I think people might just be using the Ziv wrong, right? Because the Ziv has a fire spread start of 0.2, which isn't that bad. However, if you're standing, it's 4. If you're standing and moving, it's also 4 times that. And the increment and stuff is higher as well. But if you're not standing, like if you're just crouching or aiming down sight, it's kinda nuts. Like, you basically need to just not hip fire it while standing. Like, if you just crouch with the Ziv, it'll become so much better. Like, so fucking much better. Like, actually, what the fuck? So yeah, that's the secret Ziv trick for the stream. If you want to use the Ziv, just crouch. That's it. That's the technique to using the Ziv. Crouch. Or aim down sight. If you don't do that, it's bad. That is the one secret trick to using the Ziv effectively. I don't know how sliding factors into it though, actually. I would assume sliding is just treated as crouching, but I don't know. Also, the Bison and Castigo are really similar in terms of spread. They both have like pretty much the same starting values, except that the Bison has 0.6 increase per shot, while the Castigo has 0.1. So basically the Bison, I think you've told people that. But yeah, so basically the Bison has 6 times as much recoil per shot than or 6 times as much spread per shot, than the Castigo does. I could have been correct. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming as well, because sliding isn't actually listed as its own thing, so... But yeah, so the Castigo and Bison, the only real difference is, in my opinion at least, like if you have cutting shot with the Castigo or just edge with the Bison, it's gonna be this spread value. Maybe the actual, like, what you call it, the recoil data is different as well in such a way that the Bison ends up being a lot worse, but I am not going to try and decipher these coordinates, so someone else can do that if they want. It's pretty easy to find, but yeah. I'm still gonna use the Bison. The Bison's fun. But yeah, it's kind of nuts that the secret to using the Ziv the whole time was just crouch. Like, if you just crouch, it fixes all of the problems with it. Which is kind of funny. Well, not all the problems. It still has, a lot of shots to kill, obviously, but... like, it'll actually hit stuff. That's the important part. Just gonna have a look at the PC9 spread as well. Okay, so this is something as well. Some weapons actually have a separate spread value for when you're being tased. And the PC9, interestingly enough, has a separate tase spread value. Which is kind of interesting. Like, for every stance, actually, as well, huh? I would assume this one is going to be quite similar.
The Ziv while strafing.
Okay, are you saying crouch strafing or, like, stand strafing, though? Because if you mean stand strafing, you are cursed as fuck. I'm here for it. But yeah, so generally speaking, like, if you crouch or if you aim down sight, you'll get the best, like, possible spread with, like, most weapons. And obviously with the Ziv, some weapons, that is quite substantial. Especially because they're multipliers as well. Because you're going from a 4 times multiplier to, like, 0.3 or something. It's really, really huge, the difference. Yeah, 4.0 to 0.3. And it changes the increment as well.
Standing all the way, we stay with that shotgun level spread.
I think that's kind of the most interesting part, actually, that hip firing the Ziv with while standing has a higher increment than if you're not standing. But anyway. So yeah, I think that's about that for everything that I want to show that. Oh yeah, also throwables, gas grenade. There's a player-assigned gas grenade. I don't know why. We were supposed to have gas grenades, I guess. Maybe. Potentially. I have no clue. Potentially. That one's up in the air. I'm not entirely sure, but there is a separate AI gas grenade one in the same folder. So... And also Flashbang also has like AI throwable flashbang and then the player throwable flashbang as well. So I'm taking that to mean that we could have had gas grenades, but they were just given to grenaders instead.
I think I can think of a reason why player gas grenades were removed.
Yeah, there may be a reason why they removed player gas grenades. Anyway, so that's all of that stuff there. So now I just want to go through the actual like game strings. Because this is where I spent a lot of my time yesterday, and there's a lot of stuff in here that is kind of super fascinating. So, first of all, onboarding. Wait, challenge category onboarding. Okay, sure. So first of all, these are all the challenges. I don't think any of these are in use. I think all of these that are actually here are used in the game. But I didn't like skim through it super well, obviously, because there's a lot of them, and I was just kind of like trying to find other stuff as well. So I didn't particularly want to just scroll through all of these. Wait, hold on. Shag Bank, optional objective 2, errand boy description. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna scroll past all of these because these ones aren't very interesting. But then when we get down to the subtitles, that's when the stuff will start to get a bit more interesting. 300. Okay, so that's the end of that. Okay. Is there anything actually here in this section? Player is banned. Huh. Premium check. Premium account? Wait. Premium account.
Introducing the McSpicy and Frank's Red Hot Burger, featuring irresistible Frank's Red Hot Mayo,
Huh?
cheese, and
I didn't see this last time.
Nebula Plus, my beloved.
ready for this one.
McSpicy and Frank's Red Hot, the hottest drop of the year.
Yeah, that implies like one of two things. Either a subscription or
Ready to launch
Like,
your business?
free to play will be a thing.
Platform made for entrepreneurs. Shopify is
Or neither? Maybe it's some other secret third thing that I can't think of.
with easy customized themes that let
Huh.
you build your brand, marketing tools that get your products out there, integrated shipping solutions that actually save you time.
Here are the codes. As discussed earlier, you should know which of these is the correct one.
And on the go. Shopify is made for entrepreneurs like you.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial at
Yeah,
shopify.com.
the maintenance box. The text is still in the game. Model number text, colour. It's right there. And now I've accidentally zoomed too far. There we go. So that's still in the game, it's just unused. Computer important info.
With Shadecoin coming soon and the abhorrent DLC pricings, Payday 3 being free to play might
That's
not be
what
that
I've been
bad of an
saying.
idea.
Like, the DLC is so overpriced that they could just make the game free to play, I think, and it would be good for the game. Assuming they actually update the game. They need to update the game for that. Have a good one. Oh, that's cool. The emails are apparently, like, randomized. They have different openings and endings. That's pretty neat. Abort heist. Enter the bank. So this is... something? As I say, this is Bingy, isn't it? This is, Golden Shark. Yeah, this has to be Golden Shark. Wait, collect the thermite. No, I think these are just generic oh no, these are just generic objects. Never mind, I'm blind. I should just fucking read. Just read the text. Just read the fucking text. Dumbo. Yeah, that's what I am right now. Okay. So, wait. Wait. Wait? Manhattan Bank? Golden Shark is Manhattan Bank. Manhattan Bank. Huh. Security company Centurion name. Okay, so this is something as well that I just want to quickly have a look over because this one's also kind of fascinating. If I can remember where to find it. There it is, yeah. So the security companies folder. So you can see here that there's actually like 3 different security companies folder files, and these are basically the security modifiers, right? AM Guard is lead guard. GenSec is Titan cameras. I think it's really like cute that they kind of gave each of the like security modifiers their own like company name. So Cerberus Core is Centurion. I don't know why lead guard is AM Guard, and then Titan cameras are obviously GenSec. But yeah, I think that's really cute. They didn't need to do that, but they did, and you can't see it in game, I don't think. So it doesn't really matter.
The icon for lead guard makes a lot more sense now.
Does it? Yeah, I think the icon for all of the modifiers makes more sense when you think of them as like company logos, right? If you think of them as company logos instead of like representing what the thing actually is, it makes a lot more sense. It's just that at some point they changed it to be the name of the modifier instead of a company name, and it just kind of seems weird now as a result. These are these. These are the challenges again, so right back down here. Okay, so... I'm trying to find
icon for
the
lead guard looks too badass just for some dude with a hat and slightly different pager mechanics.
trying to remember the actual stuff I'm thinking of is because it's in like certain heist stuff. Oh wait, this is interesting. Okay, so right. I know it's here somewhere. I know that it's here somewhere. So there is a kick player vote in the game. It's just that it currently
A laser
doesn't
has been
work.
triggered. That must come up
Shut the
right for
fuck
you. Smiley face.
But yeah, there are lines for kick player votes. It's just that it's not something we can currently do. Also, this implementation of kicking players seems kind of bad, because it needs 4 players to be able to kick someone. Which is kind of dookie doo-doo. Oh no, wait, it says there are less than 3 players. Actually, no, that would make sense, because if there were only 2 players, which would be less than 3, then you could just kick the other player. Okay, no, this seems fine, actually, then. Yeah, so you need to have at least 3 players. Otherwise, you could just instantly kick the other person, and it will become like a Mexican standoff. Which would be kind of funny, but I understand why they've done that. Okay, that makes sense. Also, there's options to recall votes, but you can't actually do that in the game either. So it seems like they had plans for like a more robust like voting system to like vote on like other things and like more settings for it, but they just never did it. Greg Pinning. Hoxton. I know there's something else here as well. Non-vote. This should not happen. There's a lot of stuff in this file, so we're going to be here for a little while, but once I'm done, I think that'll probably be the end of the stream. So yeah, about an hour and a half is what I'm expecting this to take, which is what I thought it would be before the stream started. So not a long stream, but just wanted to go over all this, so that I wasn't just rattling around in my head for an eternity. Oh, there we go, yellow keycard required. So in the debug maps that were leaked, there were yellow and green keycards. The green keycard had a bit of an issue, in my opinion.
Action that would warrant a kick. Otherwise, though, kicking can be abused pretty bad, especially with how special.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, in the debug map with the green keycard readers, there was a bit of an issue that I had personally, where the green keycard reader looks pretty much identical to a keycard reader that has already been activated. Because when you activate a keycard reader, it turns green. So if they ever add the green keycard reader, like, into a heist, they need to do something about that. Because otherwise it might be a little bit confusing. But there's something else in here as well. I know there's a lot of stuff in here, I just need to find it. Spike the drink, wheel ram, wrong bag type, wrong bag type.
Or just at the green keycard and don't change the reader, lol.
Cable ladder required. No armor to repair. So these are the mask stuff. Oh yeah, actually that was something as well. There's a line of text, I'll probably end up coming across it, but there's a line of text for buying overkill weapons as well. For like an overkill weapon section of the vendor. Somebody can go through these weapon preset names. Oh, that's PA actually, so that one will be one that isn't used. Cottonmouth definitely isn't used. Judge's Hammer. That name kinda goes hard, I'll be honest. Payday credits buy. This'll probably change. I'll be surprised if this doesn't change, because why would you buy 1 payday credit? But yeah. P4 descriptions, whatever the P4 is. Probably come across more of them, but...
Yes, hello, Mr. Listo. I would like 1 singular payday book, please.
Also, the armors had different names originally. I guess actually, while I'm looking through this, I'll just quickly go through the strings that I already found in the posted in Discord, and I'll just quickly go through those. Because I found a lot of them already, so I guess it'll make sense for me to just go through those real quick. So, God, there's so many of these. But like I said, all of the text I'm about to show is in this particular file, game.locres. So, first things first, Dirty Ice. Dirty Ice was gonna have more to it, it seems like. Because Shade has subtitles for today is Money Bundle Day in the Vault, as well as the Valuable Stone one. Did anyone switch a window they're wired with alarms? So originally the alarms, the windows would be alarmed, I guess. And then these are obviously for the vault, right? So I guess there could have been diamonds in the vault, money in the vault, or the rare stone. So they removed the, like, randomization of what's in the vault. And then here's some more stuff that seems to suggest that as well, different stuff, like, related to the vault, it seems like. Intel says there are stacks of cash inside. This is a Mason line. I don't know if Mason actually says this, but for some reason Mason has subtitles. I don't think they ever show in-game, though. But yeah, this line is kind of interesting, because it talks about 5 failures and a whole lot of unconfirmed.
Oh man, that would have been cool to have the keycard vault on Dirty Ice to have random contents like the casino heist in GTA.
Also, if you had done your job, so he's talking to the people in his penthouse, right? Which is also really weird, because, like, Touch the Sky is really fucking strange. Which I guess makes sense if we go back to the theory of it was the second to last heist they worked on. But, like, who are the people that Mason is talking to? They're clearly involved in the conspiracy, right? But they aren't brought up, they're not named, they're just random people that seemingly had something to do with the conspiracy. And we just kind of ignore them. Like, who the fuck are they? What do they have to do with it? What is their relation? How do they connect? I want to know. And then this one is actually used, I'm pretty sure. This is used in syntax error. These ones are also from syntax error, but these ones are not used. So, they missed their train. That's true. We really missed their train. But yeah, so seemingly when you decrypted the servers, they would tell you where the servers were from, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't actually do that in-game. This one blew my fucking mind, right? So there's an objective for unlocking the computer upstairs with an employee. And if you stop and think about it for a second, there is a civilian upstairs. And this is even more fascinating when you actually try this. Because this objective never shows up in-game. This objective doesn't even work, actually. But there is something about this that is really funny. And also the fact that this objective, if you actually try and do this, like if you just try and test this yourself, it's actually kind of fun. Like the upstairs hallway area is clearly designed so that you can actually access, so you can actually like navigate it while moving the civilian. It's really well designed. It's just that it's removed for some reason. So I'll just quickly show this, because this is really funny. Don't quit, no, alt high selection. Actually, I want to do my self-build. I'm on my self-build. Why do I have a shotgun on my self-build? I don't know. Syntax error, plus seller. But yeah, when I read that there was apparently an objective to use the sieve to unlock the computer, the first thing I thought was, wait, that makes so much sense. Wait, does this work? And the answer is kind of no, but kind of yes. And you'll see what I mean in a second.
Check the sieve.
That's Scry Digital.
It's a card.
Let's scope out the lobby. Scry keeps their servers in the basement.
Mask
Find
up,
the keypad
game
code.
on.
Oh, I've already got my pistol out, haven't I? Whoops. I forgot you start with a pistol.
Don't go anywhere near that metal detector. Not until you find a way to disable it.
So the thing is, this sieve always spawns up here, and he spawns on every difficulty as well. Which makes a surprising amount of sense. Wait. As I say, he spawns at every difficulty. He does spawn at every difficulty, I swear.
The butcher is an IT guy for insider info. Apparently,
But yeah, like, this side room is really good for, like, avoiding the guard. It makes so much sense that you're supposed to do this. But, like, they just removed this objective. Like, this whole area is designed in a way where it makes sense. Actually... There we go.
Hey, what are you doing?
But yeah, so here we go, the moment of truth. What happens if you throw the man at the computer? He has an animation. And then nothing happens. That's it!
Ready to launch your business? Get
So they
started
clearly
on
planned something with this, but they just scrapped it.
designed to help
I don't know why.
you and grow your business with easy
Because it makes so much sense objective-wise, but I guess the reason is probably because you wouldn't be able to, finish the heist in casing mode if you got that objective, so they changed it. But, I don't know.
A month trial at
It's so, that's like actually kind of fun, like moving the sieve there. And it makes sense. It, like design-wise, it makes so much sense. Anyway. They spelled Kang's name wrong in the email as well, which is kind of funny. So there are, like, seasonal events that are listed. New Year event reward, Midsummer event reward, Halloween event reward. Heister stats, which include weight. I just don't know where to get the AI card, but they just shove them behind the books in the same room. That's true, yeah, they do that as well. I forgot about that. So suit, lower body and upper body customization. Obviously these are for the, like, stickers and charms and stuff, which in-game only say position 1 and nothing else. So in theory, we can have up to 5, like, positions for stuff. The replay system as mentioned earlier. The story mode system as mentioned earlier. Wear and tear as mentioned earlier. There is another file related to that, like I said, but I don't remember exactly where it is. It might be in characters. Maybe not in characters. I don't remember. Weapons? Weapon pattern areas? No, I know I've seen it somewhere, but... I've definitely seen files related to material system, maybe. Material functions? No, I don't know. Texture library? Surface materials. Base materials. Textures. Tools? I don't know. Lost connection to YouTube chat, that's cool. Thanks. Thanks, sis. But yeah. There are, I definitely remember seeing a couple of files related to thingy there. Related to... what you call it? Like weapon wear and tear, which was interesting. There is also something else in here that I find interesting as well, which is PD3 of plain text is better than gameplay. True. But yeah, so we have like all of the tool stuff here, but there's one thing here that's interesting, which is camera controller, and this doesn't have a texture. But like this to me looks like it would have been what you used instead of the phone for like accessing cameras, because it's got this kind of like antenna on the back and these kind of like this like analog stick and some buttons on it. It would have made more sense if you used this to access cameras rather than just the phone, in my opinion, but it was cut, so here we are. Anyway, I don't remember where the weapon wear and tear stuff is, so... Physical materials, maybe? No. Okay, cool. I'll just forget about that and pretend it doesn't exist. Unless it's under effects. Might be under effects, maybe. Or what's... Weapons? Nope. 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 I don't know. It exists somewhere. It exists somewhere. I don't remember where, but it exists somewhere. So then we have obviously watches, as I talked about earlier. That's the suits ones. Okay, so this one, I know where this one is. I can show this one really easily.
Steam Deck to control cameras like the Ukrainian using Steam Decks to control milligram drones.
True. So right at the bottom of the weapon of the like all the text in the game, we have some interesting stuff. For example, so these are the weapon stats, right? These are the stats that are listed on the weapon like screens. And you know, most of these make sense. Accuracy, ammo. We could have had armor penetration, critical damage bonus. We could have had that listed. Critical damage distance, we could have had that listed. Critical hurt buildup. I'm not entirely sure what this means. There's something else as well for hurt buildup. Yeah, hurt buildup here and hurt buildup multiplier. The only thing I can come up with is that hurt buildup is to do with, like, enemy damage animations, so, like, enemies stumbling when you shoot them. That's the only thing I can come up with for that. Cycle speed, that is used, that's for shotguns. Damage, this is for the bar, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be for the bar. However, damage distance, that is used for weapon mods. Damage fall off, that's not used anywhere. Encumbrance. Equip speed, fire rate, firing mode. Wait, fire mode? I don't think that's listed in game either. Gun kickback distance, I don't think that's listed. Handling, that'll be the bar. Hip fire spread, that's used. Horizontal gun kick, that's used. Horizontal recoil, that's used. Horizontal spread radius, I don't think that one's used, unless that's used on a shotgun. So her build-up, we're gonna have that. Initial recoil, that is used on one of the foregrips. Magazine capacity, obviously used. Maximum spread, I don't know if that's used. Overall damage, overall gun... Wait, overall damage, that's definitely not used. There isn't anything in the game that actually affects damage.
Where she lets the others know when someone gets cloaked.
Oh wait, really?
Subtitles for some of those lines fly by.
They're deploying drones! I'd believe it, I'm not sure where they are. Take out the Ed's header on the FBI van. Oh yeah, take out the fucker who's attacking. She could have swore even more. Think about how upset that would have made people. If, like, being tased or, like, being cloaked made her just say this every time. Oh, that would have been so funny. Oh yeah, somebody get the asshole up. Yeah, wow. She has a lot of lines for that, actually. Huh. Joy's in trouble, get up. There are so many lines for this! Hoxton is under attack, Joy's under attack, Pearl is under attack. This is like PD3 all over again, where they had like a shit ton of lines for like the stuff that they just never implemented or were just broken. Oh, that's so sad. Oh well. Which match I was in earlier today, cook off no one else going for ingredients. But yeah. Yeah, there's also total weight listed.
The same kind of mechanic that went unused. Why are there so many connections between B4B and PD3?
But yeah, so there's like a lot of like weapon stat stuff that is clearly not used or displayed, especially armor pen. Just guys, Sabries, you have the line right here. Put this on the weapons, please.
Hurt buildup.
And while you're at it, include actual damage numbers and critical damage. and distances. Yeah, like I said a minute ago, I think her build-up is probably just what they use for determining if an enemy like plays
Only
a
at the
like
end of the
damage
subtitle section
animation.
that says, "Get that fucker off, Wolf."
Really? Where? Was I just blind? I may have just been blind. Anyway. Let me get back to looking through this real quick. So yeah, hurt build up, total weight damage. Except that's just the normal
Now,
damage
I
that I
sent that
think
message
on
a
the
while
bomb.
ago. Thank you. very
Oh, okay, I understand. I guess that was held for some reason. But at a certain point we kind of got off topic. At a certain point we got very off topic, actually.
Learn.
Because for some reason I have a DreamWorks presentation on global illumination in my pictures folder. So I started just sharing pictures of Shrek.
Jordan_SDS said,
Manual
"Manual
mod was distracted. Okay. Long PC9. So I think this is all the stuff that I've already... This was me looking at something else. This is something that somebody did by modding the game. So just ignore that. That's the stuff that we've already shown earlier. Aim assist stuff that we already showed earlier. The camera controller. I guess enemy weapon models as well. These are kind of interesting because they have like gadgets attached to them, like lasers and flashlights. Also, the Dozer shotgun is called Origin 12 in the files. Oh, and there's the renown icons. Yeah, they're just sitting there. So for those of you that don't know, when you hit like level 100 in renown, you get a new icon for renown. It was remake, wasn't it? And then UI renown. I think it's under textures, actually. Yeah. So for every 100 levels of renown, the icon changes. So by default, it's the first one, then it's the second one, then it's the third one, and then presumably it'll become the fourth one. And then what happens after that, who the fuck knows? Maybe it'll just loop around again. Maybe it changes colour. Oh, that'd be cool if it changed colour. Like, it loops around and changes colour. Anyway. That's also stuff there. But yeah. So that's the renown icons. This is the techie's weapon, by the way. It's a super fucked up Ziv. I guess one skill where you silence enemies to make them stumble where it would have affected how... Oh, that's true. Yeah, that would be an implication? No, an implementation. There we go, of it. Fall damage is actually what I was thinking when I first saw it. I was thinking it'd be funny if, like, certain characters, like, chains, were just heavier by default because there are, like, heister stats listed for weight. So you just took more fall damage as chains than, I don't know, like, Joy or Pearl. That'd be kind of funny. It would be really dumb, but I think it'd be really funny. Okay, I think that's everything there. Let me just quickly have a look through the other Discord server that I was posting stuff in and see if there's anything in there that I missed.
Ediboy94 said, "Wolf would take the most fall damage cores. They made Wolf fat for some reason unfair."
What's everything actually? I think I've gone over everything now. Oh no, hold on. No, this... No. The last thing I'll show, because this fucking pissed me off when I saw it. This is so dumb. I can't believe they did this. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I can look at the I never actually looked at the localization for the other heist. Hold on. I don't think I did anyway. This, at a glance, all seems to be used, but... Wait. Accidents happen if you need to drop one of the guards, hide their body under a train? I don't think Shade says that one. It's pretty dark under these trains, perfect place to hide a dead guard. If you have to take out a guard, stash them under one of the trains. I don't think she says these. She definitely says the one about vents, but not the one about trains. Also, you wouldn't be able to hide them under the trains. Because you can't crouch while holding a body. What? Like, you need to crouch. Don't you? Interesting. Is there anything else here, or is that it? Seems to be about it. Just that one thing there. Quickly have a look in Cook-Off as well. Objectives are correct, yeah. There's the percentages. Yeah, a quick glance, these all seem to be used, so... A quick glance, anyway. So, I'm just quickly go back to localization real quick, because there's one thing I wanted to... There was something I wanted to point out. Oh no, yeah, I'll know where it is, because it's really obvious. It's really, really obvious. Why is this one so long? Wait, it's not so long, it's just that it's for some reason... Oh no, that's fine actually. Did I go past it? No, I'm just gonna search for it. There we go, right, so... For some godforsaken reason, the entire EULA and entire privacy policy are just stored as text in the game. Like, the entire fucking thing! Just as one big block of text, like, why? Why didn't they just, like, put this on their server so they could update it whenever they want or something? It makes me so sad that it's just one big block of text. Fucking 4 new lines. Just, like, create a server for this. Use a server. The game's always online anyway. This wouldn't change anything. I don't understand why they did this. This makes me so sad. Like, why? Like, it's fucking huge. Like, why? And they're also storing, like, the PS3 and... Oh, PS3? The PS5 and, like, Xbox... I say one, it's Series X, isn't it? Xbox Series, like, text all in the same place as well. So they have fucking 3 of these! All right next to each other. It's fucking cursed. PSN friends? Cool. Oh yeah, also here's some other stuff. Quick match. Yep. Risk level. I don't think it says risk level in the game, does it? It says difficulty, I think. Does it say risk level? I actually don't know. Pretty sure it says difficulty.
An extra £1,000 towards your finance deposit on Solutions PCP at 5.9% APR representative. You could save enough for that surfing trip to Cornwall. You could get your own board.
But yeah, like, from the looks of it, there's definitely a lot of stuff that they were experimenting with before they stopped using matchmaking, like a server browser, a proper, like, quick match system, although I guess they could still implement that. A proper, like, story mode where you play through, like, all the heists with, like, cutscenes after each heist without having to select the cutscene individually. It seems like they were planning a lot of stuff. And also, like, more in-depth customization. Obviously from, like, the watch stuff and the, like, suit customization seemingly being more in-depth. Oh, look at that! Premium weapons. Premium suit, premium mask. But due to, I would assume, time issues, they had to scrap all that. Also, nationality. I don't think it says nationality on the character select screen. Like, just a lot of stuff like this, where it feels like they were going for more of like a PD3 kind of system, but they ended up not doing that. A lot of stuff was left on the table. Killed enemy count. I don't think that shows up in game. I don't think there are like end of heist stats in game right now, are there? Enter safe house? Wait. Huh? Huh? Enter safe house. Okay. Date of birth? That's for logging in. Do they actually ask you to do that if you make an account? And I've actually made an account when I logged into the game for the first time, so... Completed in? What? The fuck do you mean completed in?
The game is better off without all these cut content. Game would be too bloated. Smiley face.
Wait a sec. Complete heist and sequence to unlock. That's the text that it says on the cutscenes when you don't have the cutscenes unlocked yet. But this is listed as the CrimeNet story mode. So I guess they kind of like went back on it a bit and kind of like combined stuff together. What are you taking my milk? Okay. Can you give me some more milk? Thank you. Thank you for the milk. I appreciate the milk. That's a bubble in my milk. I've got milk bubbles. Korea. Hold on, so they planned a CrimeNet story mode, and they also planned a Korea mode, and then they just kind of scrapped all of that and went with just putting cutscenes in the heist selection. Is what it seems like. I imagine the like original story mode and the Korea mode would have probably been pretty similar to what we ended up getting, but it seems like they had a few different like plans of how to implement it. Oh yeah, and here's the like decryption machine stuff that I was showing earlier as well. Just in case you want to see that in the actual file. Anyway, I think that's about where I'm going to end. It's been 2 hours, which is about how much...
That career thing might be for that one tab in the challenge menu for your level milestone rewards.
Oh, maybe, yeah. But yeah, I was expecting this to be quite a short stream anyway, because I just wanted to go over like all the stuff that I found over like the last day. And obviously there's still more stuff to find, as evidenced by the fact that I kept finding stuff in this stream, so... Yeah, there is a lot of like scrapped ideas and like cut content and stuff like that in this game. Which is kind of bad, because it just makes me wish they had like another year or two to actually finish making the game, but oh well. At least we know that this is like 100% an early beta. Like there's no fucking denying it, like there is so much stuff that they didn't implement. And also a lot of stuff that they could still implement, obviously. Because a lot of this seems like it's at least like half complete, or like they created assets for it. The funniest thing about all this unused content, though,
Maybe
is
the
that
strike team is taking so long because they want to bring all this cut stuff back.
funniest thing about all of this cut content is that they have a plugin called Assets Cleaner, which provides quick and easy listing and cleanup of unused assets in a project. So either they didn't delete all of the unused assets that they were supposed to, or the unused assets are in some way actually used by the game. So they just didn't catch them. Which is really funny. But yeah, oh, actually, before I end, there is one more thing that I want to show, actually. If I can find it. I don't remember where it is. But this one I found super fascinating when I saw it.
Might be the latter. I've seen some cheaters using the star weapon pattern thing in-game, so it's being used in some way.
Yeah. It'll definitely be under content, I'm just not sure where. Oh, shit, I don't know where I'll find it. I think it was somewhere near the top when I was looking for it before. Huh. Bundle of CA root certificates. From Mozilla? What? Why are there Mozilla root certificates here? What the fuck is this? Okay. Shopping! Shit, I don't remember where the thing I'm looking for is. Is it under defaults? No. I don't... It's in localization, maybe? No. Oh, wait, these are all the things, like, separated out. Is there anything in here? Actually, hold on. PSC name? Wait! This is the 4th security modifier! Because Gensec is Titan cameras, AM Guard is lead guard, Centurion is Cerberus core. There's a 4th one. I wonder what PSC would be then. That's really interesting. There is a TF2 situation, the whole game is built on a single PG of coconut. Unfortunately, that's not true, but... God, I mean, it might be. I mean, that might be how this game works. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Achievements. Okay. Cool. So that's the stuff there. Meh? I don't know what I'm looking for. Is that pre-planning? Ah.
Maybe they are saving that one security mod for when they add Death Wish Death Sentence as the next difficulty.
Yeah, I'm really curious what PSC could mean. Because, like, it's not a word. It's just letters. Like, at least with the other ones you can kind of guess, but PSC is just kind of... Eh? Stay frosty. Yeah, that's how I love to end my emails. Stay frosty. Oh, that's good. Wait. What? Hello? Normal, hard, very hard, overkill, mayhem, death wish, one down. I think I saw something that I wasn't supposed to see. That feels... I don't know how to feel about that. Fuck, I don't know what the thing I'm looking
Bring
for
one
is.
down back and have it be just as you when play tested.
If it just be as... honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I know there's... I went on the stream after I found this last thing, but I don't remember where it is the problem. I know I know it's somewhere, I just don't remember where. AJ? I swear it was near the top somewhere, but I don't remember. Yeah, because there's no, like, PMC or whatever it was called here. PCM. PMD? Whatever the security company was called. Not it. Basically, it was... Actually, I think it might have been near the top somewhere in my original, like, looking at stuff. Let me have a look. Let me just scroll up and try and find it.
The strike team is currently en route to stop you from shifting through more sensitive information. Sad face.
To be fair, doing this as my first stream after the Discord, after the like payday Discord mods verified me as a content creator was probably not a good idea, but you know what? They can't stop me. I do what I want to do. I'm a loose cannon.
Oh yeah, you're going down.
I'm gonna get into trouble. I'll find it. It's kind of annoying. Basically, there's a file somewhere. I don't remember where it is.
You're on Almo's hit list right next to Lone Wolf.
Oh no, there we go. I found the image. Okay. This is all. This is the best thing I can do because I can't find the actual file at the minute. But there's a file in the game that keeps track of all of the DLCs that have been released. So the free updates were also DLC. So Day 0, Day 1, Day 7, DLC Hello, and DLC Rima were all free updates, right? But it shows in production DLCs with DLC Heist 2. So keep in mind, DLC Heist 1 was thingy, syntax error. So this does at least say they're working on the second DLC Heist. Unsurprisingly, but they are working on it. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, DLC 7 was supposed to be the Taylor pack. But it's not. Wait, DLC Prime 01? Wait.
Oh yeah, DLC 2 next week. Smiley
Wait,
face.
hold on. Wait, I just realized this is... Wait. Okay, hold on.
She said, when is the goddamn Fortnite Festival stream sequel US?
So, if we look at this right, base game is obviously 0. Day 1 is 1. Day 7 is 2, which is there. DLC 3 is DLC Hello. DLC 4 is DLC Remo, which I assume means remake, because that was when they remade Cook-Off and thingy. So that would make sense. DLC 5 is DLC Heist 1. DLC 6 is Weapon Pack 1, which it is. DLC 7 is Taylor Pack 1, however, the Taylor Pack stuff is actually included in Heist 1, for some reason. But then, DLC Free 1, okay, so that was the free content that released with the DLC, so the Scrambler skills and so on. DLC Premium 01? Were they planning microtransactions next? Was that the next update? I don't know. What the fuck is this? Because so far, everything that I've seen hints to the fact that premium probably means microtransactions. So the next update might include microtransactions. Oh no!
DLC PRAM. Holy shit, loot boxes are returning. EddieBoy94 said, maybe they cut the microtransactions from Update 3 knowing that people will lose their shit over the DLC pricings.
Maybe. It might be a case of they try and release a big update with the microtransactions together, which is why they're doing like all of the like big rebalance changes and Fortitude. And then they also just push out the microtransactions at the same time to try and like make people think less about it. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Like, when the next update comes out, if it actually has microtransactions, you heard it here first.
Wait, or is that DLC pre-thing supposed to be the two-factor loot bag?
Wait, you might be onto something. You may be onto something. So, Day 0 is Golden Shark and Touch of Sky. So it's not Day 0. Day 1 is... Black Gloves? Those are not black gloves. Those are the... Wait, those are the gloves they added in the update. Okay, so this is that update. That's what Day 1 is. Day 1 was like the month 1 update. No fucking way. It was supposed to be Day 1 patch. But it wasn't. Oh, that's funny. So Epic Preset Assault Rifle Car 4? So that's the PD3 promo, so that's the like, Amcar-styled Car 4. Suits, the promo suit and the pre-order suit are there. I think that would just be Day 1, I'm not sure though. It could be that though. It could be a case of the DLC just enables the Day 1 stuff. So that you could actually be right. So I guess there's two possibilities then. Either we're getting microtransactions in the next update, or this was the DLC for the pre-order stuff. It could be either. That's funny. That's funny that the Day 1 update is actually, like, month 2.
Oh, my Sky Protector's finally come. It's home insurance that comes with
Then what was Day 7?
£200 worth of smart tech. Now that's smart home insurance.
Wait, what is Day 7?
See you on my beanstalk. Sky Protect.
They changed something with a site. I don't know
Day
what they
1
did.
patch that was delayed for 40 plus days. Smiley face.
Visit sky.com/protect for details. T's and C's apply.
Oh, this was the update where they added the icon for Last Man Standing to show you that you can't get grit anymore. So yeah, the first two updates were supposed to be Day 1 and Day 7. And then they were not Day 1 and Day 7. Yikes. That's a big yikes. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me, I think, 'cause it's been 2 hours now, so... Like I said, I could probably spend way longer here just going through even more files, but I don't particularly want to, so... As always, there will 100% be more stuff to find here. I'm not taking that upon myself to do it.
Payday 3 is better off without all this cut content. Smiley face.
I agree. I agree. Well, the game needs to be as simple as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this should serve as, like, a kind of, like, place to consolidate, like, a bunch of random cut shit. It's still not very easily sortable, I'm aware, because a lot of this is just me bouncing between different stuff at random, but... It's a lot easier to follow than, I don't know, 2 Discord chats where I kind of lost my mind halfway through. So, you know. Like I said, I could edit this into a video as well, but that sounds like effort, and I can't be bothered. I could make a video out of this, but I don't really want to. If you want to find the cut content, you gotta dig through me talking for 2 hours. Fuck you. Oh. Smells good. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we get an update, because 60 days. 60 fucking days. I think I said Tuesday, actually. I think I made a joke about Tuesday. Announcement next Tuesday, guaranteed and real. Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. And clearly I know that there will be an update on Tuesday, because I am absolutely not secretly a Starbreeze employee, and this is not a big psyop. Good time to join the stream. I'm about to end. Anyway, that'll be that. I'm gonna end there before I get distracted, and I'm gonna end there before I get distracted and spend like another 30 minutes going on an unhinged rant about, I don't know, fucking milk or something. Night, everyone. Have a good have a good night. True. Real and true. Good night, everyone.